How big would you estimate the size of that iceberg right there?
Well,
because it's hard to see in the film. You know.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot like under the water
Right.
too.
I'm saying that's as big as a house, probably. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's you look at the people on there. It's just hard to get the scale on the camera.
Just a very dark blue.
Yep. I think that's as big as a house. How deep do you think it is here, I wonder?
Deep?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, this ship has probably a 50 or 60 foot draft. Probably more than that.
It's gotta be pretty deep because it's all rocked in here.
Yep. Go straight down. Can't even see the top of the mountains. A lot more icebergs. Guessing they have all hands on deck as far as watching for bigger icebergs.
Taking selfie now.
Huh?
We're taking selfie or not?
Yes. I'm also taking a teenager with his mom on the Glacier video. Big smooch.
You got that on camera.
That's not bad. Well, hello.
Hello.
It is
I don't know. Noon?
I don't know, 11:45 on what day? Tuesday maybe? Tuesday?
Yes, probably Tuesday.
Yeah. It is our 4th day of the cruise.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this morning, very early, we went into the Endicott Arm and visited the Dawes Glacier.
That's correct. Royal Caribbean was kind of viewing this day as like 2 different port days. I mean, it's not really a port. 2 different activities, 2 different destinations today. There was the morning destination. We started into the Endicott Arm about 5 o'clock in the morning and exited about 10 o'clock, I think. Somewhere in the middle of that is when we reached kind of the end point where the glacier was. The cruise ship went all the way around to get every part of the ship a good view of that, and then we went back out. We're just gonna go over that because later on today we'll have a whole separate destination, which is Juneau, and that'll be the next video.
We got up early, went up. If you get a balcony cabin, you can watch the whole thing pretty much from your cabin, which is great. Jill mostly did that.
Yep.
Mark and I went up to the top deck and there were lots of people up there too. They had free hot chocolate, they had snacks, cookies basically at 6 in the morning. But the one thing I would say is after we left the glacier and we're headed back out, we went to the Windjammer and it was pretty chaotic. So
There was no
prepared
tables.
for that. No tables. So we kind of had to hover and wait till somebody was getting ready to leave. So
Yeah.
we did get some snacks, donuts and stuff early from Cafe Promenade. But
Yeah, I will say that maybe one thing that I'm going to be writing on my review is that Cafe Promenade is advertised as a 24/7 venue, and they definitely do have their coffee and tea available 24/7, but they had 0 food at 5 a.m. when I arrived there. I was expecting to be able to grab some donuts or, I mean, even cookies, something, because all of the other venues, the earliest that they open is 7 for breakfast.
Right.
And so we definitely wanted to get something. Mark is the kind of kid who wants to eat right away when he wakes up, no matter what time that is. And then I also was looking forward to kind of cozying up on my balcony with a cup of tea. I'm a tea drinker, not a coffee drinker. I had forgotten my mug because I didn't need it in the Caribbean both of the last 2 times that I brought it. So I bought this special so I could get some tea. Every time I've been down there, they've had the specific brand and kind of tea that I like, and then this morning they didn't have it. And he just said, well, they probably have it in the Windjammer. And I said, well, that's 2 hours away. So anyway, plan ahead for what you want to do. If you see the tea that you like, maybe grab it before. But I was able to get hot water, and I got a different kind of tea. The snacks, any kind of food was not available at the promenade until he said 5:30. By that, I wasn't going to wait around for half an hour. Mark did go down later. We ended up going up to the upper decks right away then, just to kind of see how it was, which was cool, but it was early in the morning and pretty windy, and the wind, made it colder. So Mark did go and get us some donuts and a muffin from the promenade later. That may have been about 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I just ended up coming here, and I wrapped up in a blanket and sat on my balcony with my feet up, and it was very comfortable and nice, and the view was fantastic here. So I'm not sure how it was
if you have
upstairs.
a balcony room and they do it the same as they did on this cruise, you really wouldn't have to leave your balcony because they turn the ship so you can see the glacier, and you're still a couple miles away, but you can see it.
Yeah, it was impressive.
I'm sure I'll put some pictures in here. Now in about an hour we're gonna debark in Juneau and hopefully try to get a little closer to a glacier. We'll see how that goes.
A different glacier.
A different glacier. There's a number of glaciers up here.
Yes, there are. The glacier that we saw this morning was the Dawes Glacier, which was really cool to see. There were a lot of icebergs in the water as you were coming up. I mean, even at 5 a.m. we saw 1 or 2. But then, of course, as you got closer to the glacier, there were more icebergs in the water. I did hear somebody in the elevator as I was maybe after the Windjammer, after we were leaving, say that they had heard that usually they get a little closer to the glacier, but there were so many little ice chunks in the water that the ship had stayed a little further away. I thought that we were plenty close.
That's fine.
Yeah, it was very easily visible. Didn't need anything special. You just see it. It was nice with the binoculars that I brought. It was cool. And there was a lot of waterfalls and things as you were going down the Endicott Arm. So watch out for that too. The even the rock face and everything was really pretty to look at.
All right,
Okay,
off to the next part.
all right.
See ya.